hello there. Welcome back to another Mother Nature Q&A. Shut up! Well, last time on the program, we stood in front of a tree and answered some pretty stupid questions regarding toilet paper, potatoes, and something else. I don't know, it was a stupid video. This week I've taken to my treehouse and I'll be answering some of your hot questions. The first question comes from belowavgcuber. What do you think will be the next WCA event? At this stage, I think what people want to be added to the WCA is mostly RØDE and Kibi Minx. Whether the WCA is at a point where they're looking to introduce a new event, I'm not sure, but if they do, I imagine it would be one of those two. Just kidding. Jokes aside, I think Clock with Feet will be the next WCA event added. Spicy Cube asks, do you have any tips for smaller cubing channels just starting out? I've made a couple of videos on this. Stop Making Bad Videos and my 100 subscriber special. Think Stop Making Bad Videos is a more updated video, and I think you should check that out before you start making videos. But for smaller channels, I think just do what you love and make videos because you love doing it. That's what I do, and I think upload as much as you can, but also try and value quality over quantity. Cubaholic asks, spell iCup. What sort of question is that? I-C-U-P. Cubaholic4 asks, is no the next word you were going to say? Nicholas Fogo05 says, get a 7x7 now. I want to get a 7x7, but I think I will wait until there's a bit better hardware. I'm considering getting the Haze 7 because I think it will be good, but hopefully I can get one soon. LA Cube asks, I'm not even going to read that. You don't deserve it, okay? All these people think they're funny. Below Average Cuber asks, what do you think could have been done better in Why We Cube? That is something that I have been wanting to talk about. I think Why We Cube was a really meaningful and inspiring documentary. It was obviously made ridiculously well. Chris Olsen is an amazing cinematographer, and I think he did an amazing job to capture all of these perspectives of cubing and give an insight into how it's impacting people's lives. The only thing I can fault is that it was only 45 minutes, which I would have loved it to be longer, but I understand it is a huge process. 1.5 years in the making. That's amazing. Thank you, Chris. How do I become sub 10? How long did you take to be sub 10? How are you sub 10? Guys, chill the out. I'm not sub 10, okay? I average sub 11.5. I'm not sub 10. NoobCuber666 asks, would you rather use a Rubik's brand or get no new cubes? I'd rather get no new cubes. I'm decently happy with the hardware I have now. It's average, but I'd definitely rather not get any new cubes than use a Rubik's brand. LMAO is Rad asks, do you have any other hobbies other than cubing? Yes, I do have some other hobbies. I love videography and photography, obviously, and I also really love music and acting. Denny Watson asks, what camera do you use? Does it have a mic input? Pretty sure I said the same thing in my last Q&A, but yes, it does have a mic input on the side there. Get out of my way. I'm just going to hold this here for a while. I don't actually own a Rode Video Go mic or anything like that, so I don't use that. I just have a USB mic, but hopefully in the future I will invest in one of them. Danny Watson also asks, do you think you'll ever be world class? If so, in what event? I'm not sure whether that would happen. I think the events that I'm closest to world class are definitely 3x3 and 4x4. At the rate that people are improving and just the speed barrier between the world champions and me is ridiculous at this point, and they're going to continue improving, so I doubt I will ever be world class. Can you tell us the beginning you like playing Rubik? I'm not going to comment on that. I just want to leave that, let it sit with you for a while. How did he make an account on Instagram? Cuba Hanif asks, why are you cubing? Why are you answering my questions if you can't spell? The Volk3 asks, yo, when's the easy cubing diss track coming out? I think it would be fun, like the music and lyric process of making a diss track, but it's kind of cancerous. I think there's enough of that on the internet. I don't really want to bring it into cubing, although I think it would be pretty fun. Final question, Revelo HD asked 3 months ago, what's your favorite cube? That's a hard question. The nicest cube I've tried, which I don't own, has got to be the Angstrom Wuxue. It was just absolutely amazing, and especially because I love 4x4, I was like, get out! But my favorite cube that I own is probably my custom line Wuxue. Anyway, guys, that's all the questions that we had this episode. Thank you for joining me out in Mother Nature on this fine Saturday morning under a tree on a swing with leaves blowing in front of the camera. But seriously, shout out to all the people on Instagram and the one person on YouTube that asked questions for this video. If you guys want your questions to be answered in the next Q&A, leave them down in the comments or on Instagram. Every time I do one of these, I put up on my story and post that I'm making one and asking for questions. So make sure to stay tuned, and I think I'm going to do more of these because they're fun. And I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, I almost knocked my microphone over eating my... Oh.